Welcome back to A Day with Daisy. Today we are at WonderWorks in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. When we first stepped into the lobby, we were astonished to look up to the ceiling and see an upside-down room. The lobby also has a photo booth and brochures, and the entrance to the Shop of Wonders. The Shop of Wonders has novelty items, souvenirs, ornaments, magnets, stuffed animals, toys, clothing, and an assortment of snacks and candies. They have tables and chairs that you can sit at, and lockers to rent, and an ATM machine. There are restrooms in the lobby, and they have a private space that you can rent for events, meetings, and parties. We got a picture of what looks like to be a birthday party. WonderWorks began as a top-secret research laboratory on a remote island in the Bermuda Triangle. As legend has it, the world's greatest scientists, led by Professor Wonder, were given the task of creating a man-made tornado and harnessing the power of it. During this experiment, something went awry and the power of the tornado was unleashed throughout the laboratory. This created a swirling vortex that was strong enough to rip the laboratory from its foundation. It was carried thousands of miles away and landed upside down on top of the theater in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Remarkably, all the experiments remained intact and functional. Visitors will step inside the inversion tunnel and be turned upside down to begin their journey. At WonderWorks, the unexplainable will come to life and the unusual will become the normal. Warning, there is flashing lights ahead. Okay, we have paid and got our tickets, so now we go this way to the inversion tunnel. If you would like to skip the inversion tunnel, there is an alternate entrance. You just notify one of the attendants and they can help you with that. Although walking through the inversion tunnel is a lot of fun, it can make you dizzy, so keep that in mind if you are carrying small children. When you first get down here, there is a lot to take in at once. We decided to do the Earthquake Cafe first. You step inside this earthquake simulator booth. The table and ceiling shake as if you was in an earthquake. Next, we went over to the Hurricane Shack. They had up a few signs giving you some facts on hurricanes. You put on some protective eyewear, step inside of this room, and hold onto a pole. They'll play an audio, and a fan will blow.
Get ready.
Here's the anti-gravity exhibit, the climbing rock wall, and a chance to shoot some free throws. Now we're entering Space Zone. You can stand behind this astronaut and take a picture. And this is an indoor rope course. You get into a harness and you can walk around up in the rafters on beams and various ropes. Here is the Hall of Scientists. And there is a restroom there at the end of the hall. And here's the payphones, also known as the ancient 90s artifacts. There you can strike a pose. And on past touch and go is the invisible strings. You place your hands in there and move them as if you're playing an instrument and music plays. There's the piano that you can dance and slide on. The twister game. And here's the shark exhibit. You look inside the shark's head and you can actually see a shark's perspective. This is the Wonder Coaster. It is a roller coaster simulator. They have two, only one was operating while we were there. If you notice the monitors on the side, that is for people to watch your reaction. We didn't know that, so we were a little embarrassed when we got off the ride. It is a lot of fun, but note that it can be very rough at times. And here is the Pac-Man games. And this is the Bubble Lab, and you can actually place yourself inside of a bubble. This is the XD Theater, and we are now entering Kids Zone. They have many interesting dinosaur facts on the wall. And here is the coloring and drawing station, as well as many other games to help keep the kids entertained. This is called Dig It. It is an interactive sandbox. I'm going to zoom in some so you can see it better. And there is the gears that turn. And here is the elevator to upstairs. This is the staircase, although we did choose to take the elevator. And this says, do you see one cylinder or two talking faces? I see two pictures of George Washington. Here is the head turners. You rotate the pictures and it will still be on an upright face. We are now entering the Gallery of Wonders. And here we see the word scramble. Someone has written out the word froyo. Comment if you can think of another word. Here we are coming up on the Art of Dr. Seuss Gallery. It is referred to as the unorthodox taxidermy sculptures. Although it is neat to see, it is kind of creepy seeing these Dr. Seuss creatures mounted to a wall. But I guess that is why they call it unorthodox. This is the forensic science exhibit. It takes your pictures and tells you multiple celebrities that you resemble. And what we're coming upon here is artwork that was created from using gum. There's Dolly Parton. Oh, and I see Britney Spears. And this here is Smoky Mountain Youth Art Gallery. This is the Wall of Illusions. And you look at this, and when the light comes on, there's Mona Lisa. We have now left the Gallery of Wonders and are in the Cruising Cafe/arcade. From a quick glance at the menu, I saw they had pizza, hot dogs, nachos, and pretzels. We didn't order anything, but it definitely smelled good. The arcade had a huge variety of games to play, but note that these are separate and you do have to pay to play these games. Laser tag was included in our ticket. Here's a picture of WonderWorks before it became the Upside Down House. You exit through right here, and look how pretty it is lit up at night. Guys, that's our WonderWorks video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. And remember, once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're going to be giving away the Loungefly MTV mini backpack with a matching wallet. It costed over $140, and it will go out to one of you guys as soon as we reach 1,000 subscribers. So help us get there. And remember to check us out on Poshmark at Day with Daisy. Thanks for watching. Bye, friends.